Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. Welcome to the Freaky Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete, and we're coming at you live on the 12 Ounce Sports 24/7 streaming platform, along with YouTube. And yes, Roku is live as well. Come on in, check us out. Massive big name platforms that we are on now. Gotta love it. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We made it through the week. Probably, I would have to say, probably the quickest week. I mean, every day, every time does fly. Okay. But I have to say, like, this week just went by so fast, probably because, like, I've been nonstop at work, even today. But I love it, man. That's what it's all about. You know, that's what it's all about. Nothing like having a great job and being very busy and killing time. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, welcome in. Sorry for the little tardiness. I know it was about 2 minutes late, but again, I mean, when you're busy, you're busy. So that's usually what the world of myself revolves around nowadays. But just glad to be a part of this Friday show with everyone out there tuning in, and hopefully everyone's getting home from work safe, or if you're still working. Clients last night, you know, we, for the most part, you know, we had a couple, you know, we had a nice money line parlay, a nice 4-team, nice 4-teamer that cashed out nearly plus 300. So that was pretty cool. Good thing to have there. And I really wanted to take that Wings, Red Wings and the Canadians over 5.5 for my max. And here I only went a half unit on it because I had about 10 plays. And I didn't feel like everything was a half unit last night. It was a game where I wanted to take the over, really. But I mean, I wanted to take it for 3 units. Like my max is 3 units or even 2 units. But, you know, it was just one of those nights where I was in a rush and I just had to get stuff done. So, but yeah, for the most part, another decent night in the books for the clients, having fun there. Let's go through the scores from last night. Carolina with a 7-4 victory there. Carolina with that spread on that puck line cashes out. That was one of my free plays last night. Not sure what happened to Ottawa. Okay, I was on their money line and the over. That wasn't even close. Detroit, Montreal, we hit Detroit on the money line in the first period and full game over. That was a great big winner for everybody. So those that tune into the show, make sure you listen up to my plays, because some of these plays, or, you know, these plays that I mentioned, you know, they're on my cards. Okay, so make sure whatever I mention, play it. Okay, because more than likely it is on my client card. So just a little bit of a heads up, there. So Detroit cashes out first period, full game over, and on the money line as well. So nice money there for sure. Calgary with the winner there. We hit that. We hit the Calgary with the money line there. Edmonton we hit, and the over as well as the first period over. That was a nice trio winner as well. Again, we were getting 5.5 for a team like Edmonton who could score, a lot, and they scored 6 last night. That was enough themselves to get us the over. That was a good lock of the evening there too last night. Anaheim, Pittsburgh, that pushed at 6. I'm glad I laid off of that game because I did not like it whatsoever. Washington, Seattle. Washington did hit for us. However, the first period over did not cash. I was a little disappointed. Seattle had a 10-game first period over streak, I believe, and that was snapped. And of course, Nashville and San Jose, that full game over, that was a no-brainer because they hit last time. They had 12 goals last outing. They have 11 goals last night. So, again, the over and the first period over, believe it or not, the over was a good winner too. So, all in all, not bad. Last night, some plus profit for the clients last night. So I'm happy about that for sure. All right. In the world of the let's see what we have going on in the world of sports, I should say, for this Friday evening. Hopefully everyone has their drink of choice for this evening. Looking forward to it. I just bought a nice bottle of James E. Pepper bourbon, 107 proof. It's my go. It's a good bottle. It's a good price of a bottle too. So, always make sure that if you want a good bourbon, you're gonna have to pay like a solid price, but always worth it. Always worth it. All right, some headlines. Pete Carroll agrees to coach the Vegas Raiders. Staying on the West Coast for the most part. Just not surprised. Not surprised at all. All right, so Pete Carroll, man, old head Pete Carroll going to coach the Raiders. I was really hoping that Antonio Pierce would have stayed in Vegas for a little bit longer because his tenure there was very short, and I'm assuming that Pete Carroll was going to be the guy regardless. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have extended Pierce for a couple of years. So there you go, Pete Carroll to the Raiders. This should be a very interesting season or so with them. Texans fire offensive coordinator Slowick after 2 seasons. Jalen Hurts, he's progressing. He may wear a knee brace. I'm telling you, this game should not be a 6.5 point favorite at all. I feel like this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. Just a guess. Jalen Hurts is not going to be running that much. You have Saquon. Give him the ball. You shouldn't be doing anything. No quarterback sweeps. Nothing stupid. Really. Play your game, okay? And I know you love to run. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love when Jalen runs too, but sometimes it's just a little too much. So give the ball to Saquon. That's your running back. Give it to him. Best in the league, okay? And you deal with passing the ball because we need your passes to come through this weekend. We really do, okay? Bills rule out safety wrap. So they'll start a rookie against the Chiefs. Judkins, Ohio State running back Judkins, leaving early for the NFL draft. I could have seen that happening. All right. Henderson is still there. I mean, if Judkins stayed, they still would have had a nice 1-2 punch, just like Penn State's Singleton and Keytron Allen as well. Ohio State does have a good 1-2 punch as well, but Judkins is leaving for the NFL draft. I think I'm not sure if that's a great idea for him, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So a little bit early nod for Judkins going to the NFL. All right, NBA 3-game slate, which is a surprise for a Friday night. Portland, Charlotte, Cleveland, Philly, and New Orleans and Memphis. Okay, not interested in any of those 3 games this evening. College basketball for tonight. All right, we have Friday nights are usually pretty decent. All right, you have 2 top 25 games. You have Villanova at Marquette. Marquette's favored by 10, and then Michigan at Purdue. Purdue's favored by 4. Okay. Purdue had a tough loss the other night. I think they bounced back in this game. I actually do like Purdue -3.5 or -4 in that game this evening. Currently, Toledo's up 9-5 against Bowling Green. And then, long and behold, you have a nice Friday night full of college hoops to entertain your Fridays. Not much going on in the world on Friday night with sports. You have 4 hockey games, which I'll discuss after the break. You have a good game, though, in the A10. St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies, facing VCU, the Rams. 15-5 for St. Bonnie's, VCU 15-4. VCU somehow favored by 13. I like the Bonnies there to cover that 13-point spread. That's how I'm feeling. But, again, not much going on in the world. Not much going on. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And tomorrow, like a full slate of college hoops. This is the time where I just love watching college basketball now. I get towards the end of the NFL season. College football's over officially now. Now I like to change my tides to college basketball and cap college basketball just in time for March Madness. We're less than 2 months away, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost there. I cannot wait. Tomorrow, in terms of college hoops, see if we have any decent games tomorrow. Just going through the lineup here, but really kind of like so far, like it's not great of a slate tomorrow either. But Kentucky at Vanderbilt, 2:30 in the afternoon. That should be fun. Kentucky 14-4 and unranked Vanderbilt 15-4. That should be interesting. Texas A&M at Texas. That should be a fun one to watch as well. New Mexico, look out for that game against UNLV. That should be a fun one to watch. New Mexico 16-4, 8-1 in the Mountain West. That's awesome. I like to see. It's good to see like new blood. I know New Mexico had a good run last year. They lost in the first round in the tournament last year, but it's still good to see them back in relevance. Really, you haven't seen New Mexico in a long time prior to that, so that should be a fun game to watch. Looking forward to seeing New Mexico. What else? What else do we have going on? Hitting like the 3:00 spot. Georgia at Florida, 14-5. Georgia Bulldogs at the number 5 ranked Florida Gators, 17-2 on the year. Florida playing some really, really good basketball lately, and they've been playing really well. They're a great under. I'm telling you, a lot of people they don't get the hype. I feel like they haven't gotten the talk of the town. Really, they haven't. So they should get some knowledge. Really, they're a top 5 team in the country. Duke at Wake. That should be a fun one tomorrow as well. Wake's 15-4, 7-1 in the ACC. Duke 8-0 in conference play. So this should be a fun game to watch at 4:30 tomorrow. A couple games. It's good to see a couple games like rolling that's interesting to watch tomorrow. Houston at Kansas. There you go. Houston 7-0 in Big 12 play, 15-3 on the season. Kansas 5-2 in the Big 12, 14-4. Overall, 7 versus 12 at Allen Fieldhouse, of course. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. That should be a fun one to watch. Yeah, I mean, so it's not like 6 games on the menu that it's worth considering to pay attention to. That's what I like. And of course, the big one of them all tonight, Tennessee at Auburn, number 6 versus number 1. This is going to be probably the most watched game tomorrow night. That's the game I'm going to keep my eyes on. 8:30 tomorrow. At Neville Arena in Auburn, Alabama, 17-2, 4-2 in the SEC. The Tennessee Volunteers at Bruce Pearl's Tigers, 17-1 in the year, 5-0 in the SEC. I like this Auburn team too this year. A team that's overdue. Bruce Pearl's overdue for a title. I think this is a team that could get them over that hump this year. I really truly like Auburn. I like Alabama this year too. Duke. I mean, Duke is due as well. They haven't won a title in at least. I believe the last time they won a title was back in 2015. So it's been a little while for Duke too. So we will see what happens there. We shall see what happens. Yeah. So 2015, like I said, was the last time that Duke won a national championship for college basketball. So you have that. LSU at Bama. We're getting to crunch time. We really truly are getting crunch time. Getting towards the end of February, January. We're hitting the short month of February. That usually goes by very fast. And then last but not least, we're hitting March with a bang. March Madness, man. I'm telling you right now, it's looking forward to that game. Really, very much looking forward to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, we're going to talk some hockey. We have 4 games on the ice tonight. full analysis, in depth. We're gonna go at it tonight. One really good play I like tonight, and it's also going to be a client play and a best bet play. And I'm going to give all my viewers that are tuning in right now that game as well. So sit back, relax, give me two. This is the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Freaky Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete, as always. And hey, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break. We're back. We're live, ready to rock and roll. It is a very good Friday, very good week in the books, busy week in the books. Looking forward to cashing out some NHL tonight with you guys. I really am. Let's get to it. But before we make some bets, make sure you hit up mybookie.ag. Great book as well. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code there is 12 Ounce Sports. 12OZ Sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. They also stream live sports as well. They do. They have a great asset on that platform, on that book, where you can actually watch live games, stream your betting game. I mean, hey, you want to bet on the Citadel, college basketball, some random game that you bet on for like $10 with your buddies. They have it. So check it out today. Also, YouTube, we have a betting subscription there too, via 12 Ounce Sports. So if you make sure you subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Chat is always open with me if you want to talk sports, talk about the upcoming weekend. We have 2 games, NFC, AFC. What can I say, man? What can I say? So somebody else reached out to me. Someone actually DM'd me when I was on the break talking about, hey, you're going to give us some free plays for the conference games this weekend. Thanks for the reminder. I mean, it's been that crazy of a week for me. I completely whooped, on the upcoming games that we have on Sunday. Philly, Washington, Buffalo, KC. Okay, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. So rest assured, don't be alarmed. I got you guys. I got you guys very well. So that's what I want to do right now. Lost my train of thought. But yes, NFL plays. We're talking about NFL plays right now. All right, we're going to rock and roll it right now. Philly, Washington. All right, you know where I'm at in this game. Philly currently still holding a -6 spot at -105. Some books are showing a 6.5. But as of now on ESPN Bet, -6 is at -105. Okay, over-under is at 48.5. The Detroit Lions scored 31 points and had about over 500 yards of total offense against Washington's defense. There's no snow in the forecast. It's going to be a 44-degree weather. I could put on shorts if I want to and head down to a tailgate on Sunday. That's how nice it's finally going to be here, because I'm tired of this 10, 12-degree bull crap of the cold. Let's get back to a little bit of reality. All right, 44 degrees. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. It's going to be warm. Okay, so time to bust out those shorts. Let's have some fun. Give me Philly -6. All right, let's go. It's going to be – don't get me wrong. This game, defense will hold their ground. And I know Jaden Daniels is having the run of his career. But can he really win? Can they really go on this away run and start winning games like beating Tampa, beating Detroit? Can they really win 3 road games in a row? I mean, like, I got to give it to them. They're playing really good football right now, and it's a divisional game. It's going to be good. It's going to be close. It's going to be exciting. But this something about this rookie, man, Jaden Daniels. I love it. I love this kid. He's got a great future on this squad. Rookie of the year. I just lock him that trophy right now. He's going to win it, obviously. But can the Commanders' defense stop Saquon? And I think, quite frankly, they're going to do what they can to stop Saquon. You don't have 100% Jalen Hurts, okay? What are we going to see from Jalen? This is a big game for Jalen Hurts, okay? Can he sustain in that pocket? I mean, the 6 is a good spot. At the end of the day, I think Philly does win by at least a touchdown, but it's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I might even take Washington to cover the first half. I believe that's at 3.5 or 4, I believe the first half line is. But I would take Washington to cover that first half at 3.5. But I do think that Philly, at the end of the day, wins this game by a touchdown. 28-21 seems pretty cool. But that's just me. And I think the Eagles' offense, is just as good as Detroit's, even though I do think Detroit's offense is a little bit better, is a little bit better than Philly's, considering that you have like Amon-Ra St. Brown and you have a good you have Montgomery, you have Jahmyr Gibbs, you have Laporta. They have a ton of weapons on that offense. But however, I would take Jalen Hurts over Jared Goff any day of the week. And of course, I would take Saquon over the combination of those two, of Gibbs and Montgomery. But when it comes to the receiving core, I mean, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, it's equal. It is equal. But just the way that how explosive that offense is, I would take Sam Laporta any day of the week over Dallas Goedert. That's the edge that Detroit has. And they utilize him a lot. So I'm going Philadelphia -6, and I'm going with the over 48.5. I think we're going to see points. It's a division game, but again, at the end of the day, I can see a 28-21 sort of game. Philly covers at the end here. Washington, I believe, covers in the first half. This game relies on, can Washington's defense stop Saquon? Because Jalen Hurts is not going to be 100%. And if that's the case, well, we need Jalen to step up. This is Jalen's game. It really is. So give me Philly and the over, and then Buffalo and Kansas City here. Again, I mean, I'm tired of Kansas City. I think everyone is. And I think it's time that Buffalo gets over that hump for real and gets to a Super Bowl. All right. The line went from 1 to 2. So money is on Kansas City. Give me Buffalo money line +110. I'll take the value there. And I'll also take the over 48.5 because that hasn't even moved at all week. So give me both games over 48.5. Give me Philly -6 and Buffalo money line. I'm not taking the +2. Give me the damn money line for +110. I'll take some value. Philly, Buffalo, Super Bowl, and hell, let's go Eagles, man. I have a 16-1 ticket right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. From the beginning of the season, let's rock and roll. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hockey now. I got 5 minutes. Let's talk pucks. Vegas, Dallas. Here we are. Dallas -145 on the money line. Vegas +135. Over under here is at 5.5. 70% of the public money on Dallas. 60% of the public money on the under. The under is 51, 36, and 8. To the under is the trend for these two teams. So yeah. And the under 5.5. The under 5.5. You're getting at +110. I mean, that's good value there. Vegas just played last night with a 4-2 win over St. Louis. Give me the Dallas Stars money line -145, and I also like the under 5.5 at +110. That's where I'm at. Dallas money line and the full game under 5.5 at +110. I would even sprinkle the puck line for Dallas at +170. This could be a nice game for Dallas. Maybe 4-1 victory there for the Stars. But I'm all over Dallas tonight. Stacking Dallas, and I like the under in that game there tonight. Okay. Next up, Philly and the Islanders. New York minus 150 on the money line. Philly plus 135. Over under here is at 6. You get the 6 at plus 110. 65% of the public money on the Islanders. 60% of the public money on the over. Okay. I'm on the unders. I like first period under, full game under in this game. Definitely the under 6 at minus 120. I'm taking the under, and I lean the Islanders. I truly do. I think they had a break. They didn't play last night. Philly getting smoked by the Rangers 6-1. I think they come back somewhat defensively tonight. I think they lose 3-2. That's my guess, but that's where I'm going in this game. I like the Islanders here tonight in regulation, and I like the under 6 there this evening. Philly and the New York Islanders. Under 6 and Islanders in regulation. Moving on, Tampa, Chicago. Tampa minus 235 on the money line. Chicago plus 210. Over under here is at 6 at minus 135. 70% of the public money on Tampa, 55% of the public money on the over. The over-under is practically even, all right? The under is 42, 41, and 10. But we know the Chicago first period over has cashed us out a lot lately. They have. I'm going to ride that high still. Give me Tampa. Give me Chicago. First period over, 1.5. Give me the full game over 6 as well. I even consider the Tampa Bay team total over 3.5 on top of that. So that's stacking the pads for Tampa Bay as well. That's what I'm leaning there too. So Tampa, Chicago, first period over 1.5, full game over 6. Tampa, team total over 3.5 are my plays there tonight. And last but not least, Utah, Winnipeg minus 225 on the money line. Utah plus 200, over under at 5.5. 80% of the public money on Winnipeg, 60% of the public money on the over. All right, the under between these two teams, 50, 39, and 7. 50, 39, and 7 to the under. So I'm going to go under 6 in this spot and minus 125, full game under 6. And I like Winnipeg in regulation as well in this game. I do. You can get that anywhere between minus 120, minus 130. I would maybe even put a parlay in. Tampa Bay money line, Winnipeg money line. And if you want to do a full do-si-do, Dallas, Islanders, Tampa, Winnipeg. 4-team money line parlay at some decent odds. I might even consider that this evening. So we'll see what happens as your Freaky Friday parlay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is it for me. I'm out of time. My favorite play tonight for the clients and everyone out there before I sign off is going to be that Tampa Bay, Chicago, first period over, 1.5 goals. We're going to keep riding that train, all right? Blackhawks, Lightning, first period over 1.5 is my best bet for everybody tonight, clients, subscribers, and my viewers. Let's have a great Friday, have a great weekend, and talk to you guys on Monday. Good night.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to